I'm Leah Samson. I'm from Hinigaran originally, but now I'm staying here in Bacolod. I'm a self-taught artist. I took tutorial lessons para so that I could learn how to use oil paints. After that, I taught myself how to use acrylic, and I've been painting professionally since 1998. People who influenced me were the artists who I've met sa AAB. I joined the AAB 1999, and that's when I got to know people who nurtured me and at the same time who were instrumental in making what I am today. Carmel was the secretary during that time, and I was a very introvert person during that time. But then she helped me by introducing me to the right person. So she introduced me to Nilda Claveras, the first lady ballpen artist of Bacolod. And Nilda, in turn, took me under her wing also. I've learned a lot from her. She's a very prolific artist, and she taught me kung paano mag-mount sang exhibit, how to price your work, work ethics and all that. Carmel introduced me to two artists that I consider my mentors because I've learned a lot from them. One is the late Orville Visitacion. He taught me how to paint the light. Also, Roger Salvarita. They told me, wala sang light, puro tanan, wala shadow ang imong work. And then they taught me how to do that, how to paint. It's like they opened my eyes sa mga kulang sa akong paintings. Roger Salvarita taught me discipline, na hindi na pwede nga magpamood-mood ka lang. You have to paint every day. Orville, he taught me how to choose my subjects. And he also taught me a very valuable lesson. Anything around you is a possible subject. You just have to open your eyes, look at it, and appreciate it. That's when I decided to be a regional painter. Remember, Mang Ambo, the comic strip sa newspaper. It had a very strong influence sa akin. And also, when I was growing up, my paternal grandfather, I never saw him paint, but our house was surrounded by his paintings. He wasn't a professional artist, but ang influence niya was Morsolo. So, ang iyang paintings were kind of style niya Morsolo, and I was surrounded by that. I do art because I need to. It's not because I want to, but because I need to. And I do it most of the time I do it for myself, because for me, even when I choose my subject, I always choose subjects that I know that if I can't sell it, mahang ko siya sa wall ko. That's my bottom line. Even if if I can't sell my paintings, ang ano ko is, I can hang it on my wall and look at it and not be, hindi ko matakan. So I guess for me, I do it for myself. Being a regional artist, I also want to share ang beauty sang aton nga place, sang Negros. I think that's my but that's my that's what pushes me to paint Negros scenes, because I want other people to see kung ano katawag sa Negros, not just the tourist spots, but also damo pagin nga areas. Negros is not just sugarcane. Negros is a lot of things. You just have to look for it, and then you'll find it. I think my greatest challenge is that I'm a self-taught artist, so I don't have the background of, teachers telling you what to do, or this is how you do it. So, gapangapa ka bala, you are at a loss sometimes because you have questions that you're not prepared to answer. It's either you buy books or, again, lucky for me, I approached my newfound friends, my artist friends who are like-minded, to ask these questions. And lucky enough, they were generous enough to mentor me and then to answer my questions. With artists, it's always, we need this time to be with our friends, discuss ideas, brainstorm about projects and all that. But during this pandemic, everything was, it's nag-standstill tanan. Most of our projects was also canceled or put on hold. Like, for instance, our sketching session during Sundays, that's gone for now. And our exhibits were canceled. And so we also do plein air, and we can't do that anymore because we have to stay home. For us artists, we were able to paint every day because you have nothing else to do but paint, which is a good thing. It's just that I think one of the challenges is that we couldn't buy materials for our painting. We ran out of materials, we couldn't buy materials for our painting. So we had to be clever enough to use other materials for that. We want to help, of course, but well, as artists, we only have our works. So what we did was that, so as much as we really wanted to help monetarily, but if you ask us for money, we can't give you any. But we were able to join online fundraising projects and donate our works to this fundraising projects. And it also gave us that sense of purpose as artists. Okay, we can be useful. Our paintings can be useful in helping others. Relevant, yes. Art is always relevant from time immemorial up to now because it documents, I think, what's happening. There are a lot of ways, different ways to document this pandemic. But I think it's different with artists because it's more personal, and you have different ways of sharing it to people. And it's one way of sending a message through painting, through art, not just painting, but also in different forms of art. My message to the young artists: never compare yourself to other artists. Don't worry, you'll get there. But also, at the same time, look at these artists who are ahead of you. Make them your inspiration. Keep an open mind. Do not compare. Do not be influenced by their style. Always paint what you want to paint, not what you see around you, not because people tell you that this is amo ni siya ang uso subongan, this is saleable. No. Be authentic. Paint what you really want to paint. Listen to that inner voice. And also, don't stop learning. Never ever stop learning. The moment you think that you already know everything, mas stagnate ka. Also, don't listen to people when they say, sa obra mo, no? Because base maglako ulo mo. At the same time, when they criticize your work, don't listen to them. Because at the end of the day, look at your painting, look at your art, and if you're satisfied with it, and you're happy with your art, that's okay.
Be true to yourself. Don't listen to the naysayers and all the people around you nga, ay, hindi kayo magsulat-sulat, kayo wala na, or hindi ka magpinta-pinta, kayo wala na yung kwarta, magutman ka da. But just do it for yourself. Be true to yourself. Just do it for yourself because your art will find its own audience.